on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense in an empty set. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Makes the grab. It's Jacobs. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on first down. Back to pass on second down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He breaks a tackle.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback on the keeper. And the Gamecocks will move the sticks.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. And the Gamecocks are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He wants it all. Wheels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Garcia. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Using his legs, it's Hughes. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Inside the 45. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And that is such great execution by this offense. Third down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
Moore to the air. Makes the catch. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Finds his man. It's Hughes. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll try to get it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They'll pass on the 46-yard field goal attempt and go for it here. Trying play action. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Wants to throw on first down. Still looking. Buys a little extra time. Pulls it in down the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
He makes the catch. Tripped up for the tackle.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out of that.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Garcia. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Moore will throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. The Ducks have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. Hand off from the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and Tourney on the jet. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
To the air on second down. He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch down the right side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Going up top again. This time on target. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Floats it out in space. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And the Gamecocks line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go.
Touchdown, South Carolina! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Moore to the air. Tight end finds finds a soft spot. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Wide open spaces. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Garcia. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the Ducks get enough for the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
A promising start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. Now they've got it first down at the 41. To the ground. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But a great job in the base defense making a play.
Grabs it in the middle.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Grabbed in the middle. It's Garcia. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They'll immediately call timeout. Nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Moore will throw. Snagged out of the air. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up at 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for a huge play. Looking to get it in. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Pushes toward the goal line. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and on 3rd and goal, they're saying, hey, we're still going to try to power this football and run it. Obviously haven't had success. Now getting to 4th and goal. Now it's a situation, do I kick the field goal? Do I feel comfortable running the football? Or do I need to throw this thing?
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now they regain the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Sellers. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Look out, he's got room. The Gamecocks are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front, great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Gets it out quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Trying to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to pound their way in. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have... Yeah, it's defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. How about the defense with almost a desperation-type play to stop this drive and preserve the lead?
I love how they've got guys flying around here in the second half and getting hats on the football. They practice creating these takeaways all week long in practice. They're trying to be opportunistic, and you're seeing that here from this defense in the second half.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Pick off to stop the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on 2nd down. The screen, he's got wheels. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Sends it back in motion. Moore to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Takes the easy completion. It's a running room. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. That's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Sellers. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It is good! And we are all tied up here in the 4th. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This defense has to hold it right where it is. Score tied late in the game. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Moore will throw. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The inside handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last two plays.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking to throw on first down. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks!
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Coming out with it, it's Harbor. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. It's a seam wide open. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late.
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a two-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
Caught over the middle. It's Harbor. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
Finds his big tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left.
Well, they tried to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted. Like, it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there, making the stop. A nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. He'll keep it himself. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Ducks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. And the returner is stopped. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Here's the pressure. Oh, and they get to him. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the